Have you ever seen a single bear holding its ground against a group of 15 wolves? Or a hyena making fearless presence among a family of cheetahs? In the vast expanse of the animal kingdom, there are instances where a single alpha animal stands its ground against a group of adversaries. These 20 moments captured in the wild showcase the sheer power, determination, and survival instincts of alpha animals. You wouldn't want to mess with these animals anytime soon. 1. Grizzly bear versus Wolfpack. Imagine a chilly winter day in Yellowstone National Park where most creatures are hibernating or seeking shelter. But not this grizzly bear. Spotted on December 29th, a time when most of its kin are deep in slumber, this bear had other plans. The grizzly stumbled upon an easy feast and claimed his prize, an elk hunted down by a wolf pack. When the wolf pack returned to claim their meal, they found an alpha bear that wasn't going to let them have it. Clearly outnumbering the bear, you would think it would back down, but this grizzly, he's the embodiment of lone wolf energy, even if he's not a wolf. Using his intimidating presence, the wolves wanted nothing to do with this giant. Reality soon hit them that they wouldn't stand a chance against this alpha, and so with their tails between their legs, they decided to move on. 2. Alibi Dog versus Wolfpack. Now this is a scene you wouldn't think of imagining. An alibi dog warding off a pack of wolves from its meal? Believe it or not, this dog is actually nicknamed the Wolf Smasher. The wolves often travel in packs to outnumber their prey, and predators want nothing to do with this one. Whenever they close in on his meal, he quickly jumps and shows off his impressive strength, even making a wolf whimper as it jumps on him. But in that moment, the wolf pack outsmarts him and steals his meal from right under his nose, though they want nothing to do with fighting this alpha dog. 3. Honey badger versus leopard pride. Similarly, here a single honey badger is found fighting 3 leopards. A mother and her 2 young cubs are looking for an easy meal. This seemingly small badger finds himself in the death grip of the mother's jaws. But unrelenting and to everyone's surprise, this badger does not quit and manages to get himself out of the jaws of the leopard not once, not twice, but more than 3 times, showcasing its incredible resistance and tough skin. The leopards themselves, being cautious of the bite, soon give up, and the badger seen wandering off on its own with its head held high. This alpha badger is not one to be messed with. 4. Lion versus hyena pack. In the vast plains of the Masai Mara, a male lion named Olabor finds himself in a precarious situation, or so it seems. Surrounded by a clan of hyenas, the odds are stacked against him, but Olabor isn't just any lion, he's the embodiment of courage and actually attacked the pack of 20 hyenas in search of a meal. Even as the hyenas close in, trying to defend their territory, Olabor stands his ground. This alpha lion has the might of a true king of the jungle and retaliates fiercely, eventually catching one of the hyenas and badly injuring it. The battle rages on, and in the end, one hyena pays a heavy price with its life. The pack tries to save its member, but has no choice eventually but to retreat, as this lion isn't going to back down. In the wild, courage and tenacity can often tip the scales, even when outnumbered. 5. Giraffe versus lion pride. In the sun-drenched plains of South Africa, a scene unfolds that's straight out of a wildlife thriller. A pride of lions, always on the lookout for their next meal, spots an adult giraffe. Now, giraffes with their towering stature can stand up to 19 feet tall and weigh a whopping 2,800 pounds. Not the easiest prey, right? But these lions, they're ambitious. Instead of opting for a smaller, easier catch, they decide to take on this giant. As the lions inch closer, the giraffe, using its long legs and swift reflexes, tries to fend them off, but one lioness manages to jump on the giraffe's back. With the lions biting at its legs and back, the scene looks hopeless for the young giraffe. Yet moments later, the giraffe, seemingly untouched, fends off the lions, proving that sometimes size and determination do matter. 6. Crocodile versus Hippos group. Imagine the sun beating down on the Serengeti's hippo pool. A crocodile, perhaps feeling a tad adventurous or just plain hungry, decides to wander into a pod of hippos. Now, hippos, despite their seemingly docile nature, are fiercely territorial. and this crocodile quickly becomes an uninvited guest. As the crocodile inches closer, hoping for an easy meal, it's met with the sheer force of the hippos, determined to protect their turf. The scene is intense, a true display of nature's raw power. Onlookers might have expected the worst for the crocodile, but nature is full of surprises. Despite the odds, the crocodile managed to survive, probably thinking twice before crashing another hippo gathering. 7. Crocodile versus Warthog group. In the wild, every moment's a battle for survival. Here, a hungry crocodile spots a group of warthog babies, thinking it's found an easy meal. But these aren't just any warthogs, they're protective parents ready to defend their young. The common warthog, a wild member of the pig family, might not seem like a formidable opponent, but when they're young or threatened, they can be fierce. As the crocodile approaches, the warthogs launch a counterattack, showcasing the lengths parents will go to protect their offspring. Quickly, the lone crocodile shows off its teeth and sends the warthogs packing in retreat. Although it couldn't claim its prize, this croc didn't run even when outnumbered. 8. Tibetan Mastiff versus Wolfpack. Now this scene is something you don't see every day. A Tibetan Mastiff in a cage full of wolves being the alpha. The Tibetan Mastiff finds itself face to face with a gang of hungry wolves and one small meal. Now these wolves, they're desperate. Food is scarce and they're eyeing the Mastiff's meal. But this isn't just any dog, it's a breed known for its strength and fierce loyalty. As the wolves fight for the food, the Mastiff stands tall and rips the food away from the pack, showcasing its dominance. After a tense standoff, you can see how the Mastiff earns the respect of the wolf pack. As he puts his food down, ready to eat his meal, the pack of wolves carefully wait until the owner grabs the food from the Mastiff and allows the wolves to run away with it. 9. Polar bear versus Wolfpack. In the icy realms of the Canadian Arctic, a rare spectacle unfolds. A polar bear, the undisputed king of the Arctic, crosses paths with a wolfpack. Now, polar bears are apex predators, massive and powerful. But these wolves? They're bold and not afraid to challenge the status quo. A wolf pack can at times take down a polar bear, which could feed the pack for an entire week. But this polar bear's not having any of it. As the two predators size each other up, tensions rise. The bear, weighing its options, decides to make a move to let them know who's boss. It's a dance of dominance, a test of wills. But soon the wolves relent and give the bear its space. The bear, now knowing it has shown dominance, decides to rest. 10. Honey badger versus lion pride. Next up, we have two honey badgers being hunted down by a curious pack of lions. These lions want a quick meal, but little do they know, honey badgers with their thick coat and hard bites are not an easy meal. As one young lion takes a lunge at the badger, it looks like doom is spelled out for it, but within a few seconds, the tables turn, and suddenly the badger's facing the lion head on. The quick bites send the lion back and even the entire pack back off. The two honey badgers stand their ground like the alpha animals they are and manage to ward off the pack of lions. 12. Eagle versus crow pack. High above the treetops on a roof, a battle for food unfolds. Several eagles find themselves being mobbed by a group of crows. Now, crows are known for their intelligence and cunning, but taking on an eagle? That's audacious. The eagle, with its sharp talons and keen eyesight, is not one to be trifled with. Darting in and out, they try to protect their territory and eat their grains, but it's a dance of dominance that the eagles win. Their beaks send the crows packing, giving the eagles the chance to eat most of the crumbs. As time passes and the eagles get tired, they decide they've had enough and fly off, leaving the rest to the crows. 13. Snake versus group of mongoose. Next up, we have two mongoose facing off against a cobra. You'd think the mongoose are doomed, right? But actually, the mongoose is a snake killer by nature. These small mammals have some immunity to cobra venom, so they're one of the most successful animals that hunt cobras. In this epic fight, you see the cobra defending itself from the two killers several times. What looks like certain death for this snake ends in a stalemate. Turns out the mongoose need more than good defense to kill a cobra. 14. Alpha lion versus buffalo pack. In the heart of Zambia's South Luangwa National Park, a scene of raw nature unfolds. A lone lioness, perhaps driven by hunger or sheer audacity, decides to take on a buffalo. But this isn't just any buffalo, it's part of a massive herd numbering in the thousands. The lioness, showcasing her predatory instincts, has a tight grip on the buffalo's neck, bringing it down to certain death if it was alone. But here's the twist. The entire buffalo herd rallies together, coming to the aid of their fellow member. It's a tense standoff initially as the buffaloes slowly edge toward their mate, eventually helping him get on his legs. The buffalo, against all odds, manages to escape thanks to the giant herd scaring off the lone lioness, proving that there's strength in numbers. 15. Male lion versus wildebeest pack. In the vast landscape of the African savanna, a pack of lions are setting up an ambush against a herd of wildebeests. Now, wildebeests are known for their numbers and collective strength, so as they run towards the lioness waiting to ambush them, they stay strong and keep their heads down. Then, out of nowhere, the alpha male lunges into the middle of the running herd. He's hungry and determined. He catches the wildebeest by the neck and sends him to the ground. But here's the twist. The brave wildebeest decides to take a stand. Instead of fleeing, it confronts the lion and looks like it might even get away. But in this desperate attempt, he also gives this male lion one more chance at a death grip, and soon after meets its end. 16. Elephant versus wild dogs. Picture this, a serene watering hole in Botswana, where animals come to quench their thirst. An elephant, the gentle giant of the African plains, decides to take a sip. But a pack of wild dogs has other plans. These dogs, known for their cunning and agility, decide to play a game of tease the elephant. The elephant, not in the mood for games, tries to shoo them away. It's a playful dance with the elephant flicking water and the dogs darting around. The scene is both tense and comical, a true display of nature's unpredictability. In the end, the elephant, showcasing its gentle nature, decides to retreat, leaving the wild dogs to have a sip from the small watering hole. Though gentle, this giant is really an alpha in the wild. 17. Bison versus Wolfpack. Next, we have a scene unfolding in the plains where a bison just wants to get some water, but finds itself under attack from a pack of white wolves. Biting at the bison, these wolves are determined to get their next meal, but the bison is a large beast, often roaming on its own. Its thick coat provides a defensive layer against the bites of the wolves, and using its horns, it fends off the brutal attack. Although alone, this beast manages to defend the pack and eventually is seen wandering off without any severe injuries. 18. Hyena versus cheetah family. Now this is a scene of dominance. Here, a lone hyena lunges towards a free meal. Without any fear towards the two cheetahs, he single-handedly wards them off and takes the antelope for himself. Hyenas are typically in group settings and attack in groups to beat large prey and ward off predators like lions and leopards. But a single hyena with its powerful bite can scare off many predators, including the cheetah. 19. Hippo versus wild dog pack. In the heart of South Africa's Kruger National Park, a dramatic scene unfolds at a watering hole. A pack of wild dogs known for their cunning and agility are battling for an easy meal against a hippo. The wild dogs chase the impala. But this isn't just any chase, it's a high-stakes game of survival. The impala, desperate to escape, thinks it's found a safe haven by jumping into the watering hole. The wild dogs are relentless, though, even daring to venture into the water. And just when it seems the impala's fate is sealed, a massive hippo lunges out of the water. The wild dogs, taken by surprise, scatter in all directions and retreat. The impala, though saved from the dogs, meets an unexpected end at the jaws of the hippo as it's flipped from the water and drowned. It's a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of the wild, where alliances shift in a heartbeat and survival is never guaranteed. 20. Polar bear versus pack of dogs. Last on our list is this scene of a polar bear protecting its cubs from 3 dogs. Polar bears are alpha predators and can stand up to any animal, yet these 3 dogs are fearless. Unrelenting, they bark and snag at the polar bear, making it retreat to protect its young. The cubs hide behind their mother, desperately hoping the dogs won't get a hold, but the mother bear won't allow it and fends them off. Typically, the scene would be quite the opposite with the polar bear hunting the dogs down, but nature is unpredictable. Although the dogs can't kill this alpha bear, they can make it retreat. And there you have it. Until next time, see you in the next video.